when I do have a dream, I cherish it because I cherish the dream.
What are these words together? That okay.
I cherish the dreams because one time
because you don't want to lose it through your fingers.
Yeah, because I'm like, because for me, I don't have a TV, so anytime I dream, it's like free entertainment that I didn't pay for.
Bro, you're not in Bangladesh anymore. You don't have to dream for. I'll buy you a Roku TV.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
Dude, that's the hat. I told you about the hat, I think.
Does it say sports?
I love that.
That's really good.
That's good. That's subtle. It's one of those hats where it's like it's so good that but once you see someone with it, it's like it would be weird for someone else to pull this joke at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like in his friend group or something. Like it would just be weird to the fact that you were the first one to get there, you know? It's like, it's just so funny to me. And it works for your personality. It's not like, anyone could wear it, you know?
I also have a Bits shirt. I don't know if we're going to talk about that.
Well, yeah, what Bits? That's all we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. How are you, brother?
I'm good.
Yeah?
But if I could just, the hat, I've been getting a lot of compliments for this from comedians because it's a reference to my favorite comedian. It's you guys remember Norm Macdonald?
Yeah.
He had a podcast and he would wear this sometimes. Well, he wore it once.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
so
what
right.
Okay.
Do. Yeah. No, I love that.
And in passing, it looks like a MAGA cap, and people are like, oh, I'm like, no, it's just a red hat with a white text. It could be anything. You know what I mean? Can we say that? Are the YouTube cops listening?
No, you can say anything.
All right.
Yeah, I think we already have YouTube warrants.
All right.
I'm almost positive. I don't know if YouTube cops exist, but if they do, we have warrants.
Yeah, I've been trying to So what I've been doing.
Talk to us.
Since we last met, so I have to say I have to eat some of my words. There's no such thing as platonic cuddling, all right? it becomes Socratic cuddling really quick. Yeah, no, don't try.
Okay, thank you.
Don't try. You were right. I was like, no.
And hey, good on you, for saying, hey, look,
it's just like there's pheromones and dust in the air, and you're like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the right conditions for lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, except the lightning is just like a 4-inch, extremely hard penis.
Yes. Well, thank you. You're very optimistic.
Now, is that your wife now, or did it went sour because it went not platonic?
Who knows? It's a bit complicated. I don't really know. I mean,
but all you do know is it wasn't platonic.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's just because I was like, we're playing a very dangerous game.
You can't platonically cuddle. I think we did cuddle. There's no way.
Yeah, I was like, hey, we're playing a very dangerous game. She's like, yeah, I know. And then I'm like, yeah, I guess it cannot be. I'm like, all right. Whew. I mean, the Irish Zin hasn't hit me. If I could, can I just catch you up to speed on what I've been doing since we last met?
I'd love to. I saw a little, but I'd love to, yeah.
Yeah, so I took a vacation for
By the way, welcome back to the most mediocre podcast within a 3-mile radius. I'm Justin 33. This is Mo Noor.
Mo Noor, yeah.
Comedy legend. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Mo Noor.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I will say Mo Noor is an anagram for no more or no room. Okay, but keep that in your head. It won't be useful, but just keep it in your head.
I am going to hold on to it. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I am going to store it somewhere that says "Don't get rid of."
Yeah, I got a cool hat, but I also went to Ireland. I went to the Republic of Ireland.
About me.
Yeah, 2 things about me, and the
Republic.
The Republic, the bottom part.
Now is it okay? So I don't even know.
So there's 2. There's Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK, I think, and there's Ireland, which is the Republic of Ireland.
Really? See, I had no idea.
Which is like the green, white, and orange flag. A typical Irish.
Right. So North Ireland is something I don't think of. When I'm thinking of Ireland, I'm thinking of the southern part.
Yeah, you're thinking of like Dublin
the
and the rest.
okay.
Yeah. Oh man, like I hadn't taken a vacation in so long, and generally I think traveling is gay. But
if you can make an argument for anything being gay, though.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis has proven that over the last 5 years. You can make anything gay.
So, okay, I want to say that everything I say, disclaimer, is a joke. This is satire.
Yeah, they know. Our lawyers made sure to specify everything that you've ever heard on this is satirical.
I'm a comedian, by the way, heavy ass air quotes. But yeah, there was this I have a friend who's Irish. He's from Ireland. He's
quit bragging.
He's like he immigrated here and he took us back and we got this back roads.
That's who you went with?
Yeah,
nice.
me and
always nice to have.
It was 5 of us, me and 4 friends. One of them was Irish. The 3 of them were American. Yeah, and it was just the Zin's hitting me, dude.
you got these European zins. Have you been to Europe before?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm only like I'm 6'5", as you know. But I'm only like 110 pounds. I was like, okay. But I'm very wide. You know what I mean?
Wider than you think.
Yeah, wider than you think. Right. YouTube cops. But back to Ireland. So this guy's Irish, but we went. The first day we went to his house, the house he grew up in, and his mother just like cooked food for us. So we were in a kitchen.
Oh, his mom still lives there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And she was such a charming person. You know what I mean? Like one thing that happened in Ireland, I think I kind of cured my autism. My whole life, I've just been like curing my autism for like 2 years at a time.
Congratulations.
But one thing that changed is like this is something that but everyone's face, like halfway through the trip, everyone's faces just became more detailed and bigger to me, and I could see
maybe she was just an alcoholic. She's Irish. Maybe she was swelling up from that booze.
No. I mean that applied to like everyone, even in America. When I came back, because before.
Okay, hold on. So this autism is a trait of autism to make people's faces skinnier in your head?
Well, because like you don't give people, because you think I'm giving you eye contact, but I'm looking at a point right in the center of your brain.
You're choosing.
You know what I mean? But now I'm like actually looking at you, which is like
surface level.
Yeah, because like when I was growing up, my dad said, "Don't ever give me eye contact." Like that's a true story.
Like verbatim, like told you that?
He said, "Don't."
It wasn't implied.
He told me not to look him in the eyes. No, like truly, no. He said that's a sign of disrespect.
That's so funny.
I don't think if you guys know this, but like maybe I'm speaking out of my ass, but in like Asian cultures, you don't like give eye contact. You sort of like look at the shoulders or like look down.
Eye contact's deeply intimate. We've talked about it here. It's like fighting or fucking. It's weird. It's
exactly.
Like,
but I told him, hey, in America, you want to be like the president or get a job, you look your boss in the eyes and be like, please give me a promotion or something. You know what I mean? It's like if I look down at my feet, that's a sign of like
low confidence
or like but like I like looking people in the eyes now. I used to. It was like because just from that
practice.
Yeah, but like growing up, since like you don't give your like mom or dad eye contact.
Well, no, you don't.
You don't because like they never they never
you can't say the general you. Like everyone went through that. You know how you're not supposed to look your parents in the eyes and you have to walk 10 steps behind. No, it's not a thing that everyone else did.
Well, that's exactly what I did. I actually did.
Yes.
No, because like. I'll say I had a strange upbringing.
No.
Hey, maybe that's an understatement.
What made you a comedian? Probably.
My dad told me. I say it on stage, and people think it's a joke. It is kind of a joke, but it is serious. He said, "I looked him in the eye." He says, "That's disrespectful. Don't look at me in the eye." And then, like, even as like,
where were you? Okay.
Yeah. So then I come back from Ireland, and now people's faces are like much more detailed. I'm not like exhausted from looking at people. You know what I mean? Now
like you wasn't like an intentional effort. Before it would almost be like, let me look at this person in the eye so that I know that I'm doing the thing that's supposed to be done.
Yeah. And then, now it feels comfortable. Now, so before, like when I was on stage, I just like look for teeth.
In
like,
the audience?
Yeah, in the audience.
I do feel like that's a different thing.
Yeah.
So now are you looking at faces? Are you scanning faces?
I'm looking at faces more because like, there's so much more detail.
There is. I feel like, well, that's why I feel like it's a different thing on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know anything about being on the stage, but I would imagine it would be more overwhelming.
You've been on stage before.
I know, but not like enough to know, the little intricacies. But I imagine like being up there, it's already nerve-wracking to be in front of those people. So then when you catch someone's face, like when I'm just looking at teeth, hypothetically, it seems less daunting than being mid-bit and catching someone's face, great or bad, something horrific that's reading on their face. I just feel like I'd be too sensitive to that. Do you know?
Yeah, I was.
But I guess that's also a good thing because you really are then tapped in.
Yeah.
Their teeth aren't letting you know how they're feeling.
Yeah. Because when I first started, it was like, hey, just look for the smiles or whatever. But now you don't just want smiles.
There aren't any.
Yeah.
Where are they supposed to be? Yeah.
Why is everyone masked up?
Terrible advice.
But yeah, now that I came back, I get back to the original thing. I've just been like looking for little hacks to sort of like
humanize
to like be less autistic. And then I came back, and then I'm like, whoa, people's faces are like detailed, and I'm like, some are bigger, some are smaller. I'm just like, and like I'm connecting. I feel like I'm becoming more. I hope this doesn't like. I feel like I'm becoming more of a person.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Don't worry about how any of it sounds.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, I think that's incredible. Like that's funny as fuck to be like, I think I'm becoming less autistic, but in actuality, that's like, if you zoom out, as gay as it is, that's beautiful, right? It's like,
but
pretty gay.
and then like Irish people, like we didn't meet like Irish like people in passing. We were like, my friend, since he's Irish,
you're really actually in the culture then.
Yeah, we were in people's kitchens and living rooms.
That's the real country.
Yeah.
Not the like Bourbon Street.
Yeah,
right. To get pulled in someone's house who's like cooking, some witchcraft brew in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like,
it was amazing. Like they were teaching us about like Gaelic football and everything.
How was the how were the accents? They were really difficult to understand.
No, because I grew up around mad accents. Where I grew up in Brooklyn, and
a melting pot.
Yeah, it's a melting pot. I mean, you hear a lot
Brooklyn,
of
India.
Yeah, Brooklyn in India. Yes, Brooklyn, Bangladesh. But how about this?
About this.
But because I never had a hard time because I grew up listening to comedy, like British comedy and Irish comedy, and just a lot of local New York comedy. Yeah.
It's interesting that the foreign comedy though, because like you said, I get in Brooklyn how it's a melting pot.
Yeah.
But so you gravitated towards, because I didn't even get to hear, I think foreign comedy, not English comedy, until later.
Yeah, because I mean, my parents didn't let us out much because there's so many people to give eye contact to out there. But I was just no, you went on YouTube and you would listen to Dylan Moran and Ricky Gervais and stuff like that. So I developed a taste for British comedy. But then I was also listening to stuff like Opie and Anthony, with Patrice and Bill Burr and stuff. But so now it's faces. But Ireland, very cool. There was this one place, I feel like I have to share it with you because it was such a powerful experience.
We'd love to hear it.
Middle of the trip, there's a place called Scalig Michael. It's this island. It was the westernmost part of the known world for a while. And these monks, 1,400 years ago, they built a temple on top in this island that was it took 45 minutes by speedboat to get there. So to think 1,400 years ago, they went up there and they built a temple up there, on a kind of a small mountain. We hiked up and halfway through, I just felt so free, because on that island there's just nothing but puffins. These little
birds.
Yeah, they're so cute. You could go out like this close to them, and they were just so chill. And then I was just taking pictures all over the place. I was there with my friend, and I just embraced my friend, and I just felt like a weight was just lifted off me. I was just felt so free.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry. That would be gay. But
I mean, look, I've cried once outside during some shit like that on hikes.
But I will say, if I were capable of crying, which I'm not, I would have cried.
Obviously, fully sociopathic.
Yeah, but
we got back to the RV and fucked each other.
Yeah.
So.
It was a fun little rental because I was in the back because we had all our stuff in there, our baggage and everything.
Were you living out of it basically?
No, we were at some Airbnbs. We were at friends' houses and stuff like that.
I like not being locked in one spot. The idea of going to Europe and then having the RV or the big van.
No, we just went around and
go ahead.
No, but two of my friends planned a bunch of this stuff.
That's nice and horrible planning.
But then I'm because to get to that island, you don't have to go through immigration. So if I ever become a billionaire, I'm just gonna helicopter there and just not tell anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, we went up there.
Why would you be looking for an island specifically?
Well, it's just cool. It's just so far from humanity. There's a temple you walk up, and then you just sit and you just you're just at peace, it feels like.
Now, when you were walking up, did you, prior to the embrace, was there something consciously, and if so, was it wow, is it the gravity of the thinking about the monks having done this?
Yeah.
Is it the experience that you're having with your friends? It's all of it?
Yeah. If I could just be genuine for a second.
Yeah, well.
I was walking, it was more than 1,000 years ago. In the cold freaking Atlantic Ocean winters or whatever, they're just there on a little boat, and they had they didn't have jackhammers or drills or anything.
A boat that some guy Steve made that they knew.
Yeah. And you could see stairs carved into stone. Imagine that. And they were they built it a little small monastery up there in these beehive huts, and I'm you really have to believe in stuff to do this.
That's the thing, the faith.
Yeah, and it was just
you don't do that without faith.
Yeah, you don't do that, but you have to believe in something so powerful. I was and I was just every step I took, I just felt because the weather apparently it felt I think it was the best weather on record in Ireland for a long time because we were going there's a little overcast as we were climbing up the skies parted, and then I'm oh shit, this is so fucking cool. This is so cool. And then there was a historian at the time because they give little tours, and there was a historian. She was giving a talk, and then they were talking, and then she was they did this because it was hard, and the harder it was, the more you suffered, the more meaningful it was. Yeah, and I'm yo, that's so dope. You know what I mean?
I have something similar. I went on a hike recently, and at the overlook there was something carved into this rock, right? Mm-hmm. And it was 1820 something, right? And it was a letter, and then a heart, and then another letter, and I'm nothing but pussy could get someone pussy or religion. I mean, genuinely, something that you have faith in. He carved in 1821. I don't know what tools they have, but this guy he took him up there and made sure to carve into this rock in 1821 about some girl. Yeah, and it's dude, that pussy must have been out of control.
probably the only pussy around for miles.
For real. And then the monks. What religion are they practicing?
I'm pretty sure they were Catholic, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have somewhere to fuck the kids.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It was all dudes there. The other thing, it was just all dudes, like miles away from civilization, and they would just go there and they would just like eat.
Ass.
They would eat ass. They would eat ass, and they would just eat like the puff. I guess they would like eat the puffins and the little rabbits and like the rats on there, and they would just like they had like probably one copy of the Bible, and they were just like studying it, and it was like so dope. And it's probably like we were there in jackets and everything. It was like there was no lights or anything, so it was just like they were just in darkness a lot, and then they were just like hardy guys, you know what I mean, lifting rocks at the top of a mountain.
They were hot as hell.
Huh? They were probably hot as well. They were probably really jacked. Yeah. And
Huh?
no, I was
That'd be a great cut. Clip it.
No, I was just like
Make sure to send that to our editor. Our team of editors.
But no, it was amazing. And then I was like, and then after that, it kind of felt something changed me. You know what I mean?
That's incredible.
Yeah,
incredibly gay.
Yeah, incredibly gay. And then that's when like I'm like, oh crap. I start to see like it felt like for a while like there was this, how they said the scales fell from my eyes, and I was like, yeah, it kind of felt like that for a little bit, and then I was just like
I don't know what that is. Is that like an old dragon saying? What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? Well, you said that like I should know it.
Like how they go, the coils fell from my arms, and then the scales fell from my eye. Like like you had something over your eyes, and then you could just see the light or something.
Okay, no, I don't know, but I'll take your word for it.
But it felt like a nice like coming to Jesus moment, if I could use it. If I could fucking.
Did it feel religious though?
Yeah, it felt very religious.
Cool.
And then like I just wanted to stay on that island.
Wow.
I just wanted to, because like in the west of Ireland, especially the southwest around County Kerry, you can't really close your eyes because like every scene feels like something that should be on a postcard or a calendar or a wallpaper. It was so beautiful, and like
that's incredible. And
like the weather, I can't like state enough. Like I felt like we had like this American luck that everywhere we went, the weather was just like a perfect room temperature and sunny, and I felt like a light breeze all the time. I was like, this is perfect, and I was like, yeah.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
I would like to say thanks for having the courage to be genuine.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of times as a comedian. I was talking to Dom about it. How like
it's very hard.
How he puts music out and stuff. And it's like to do anything genuinely. That's not like I know this is gay or it's a joke at the end. It's like it's really difficult to do. So yeah, I think that, and then also people want to put you in a box.
Yeah.
They want to go, Mo's the bits guy. He's the funny guy. It's like, you can also have depth and be funny. People think that you can't do one or the other.
That's a massive psyop that I've been thinking about. It's like we're always too busy like pigeonholing people into this thing. I was like, yo, you can sort of like eat and drink. You can do two things in life. You know what I mean? You can do as many things as you want.
That's the thing. The options are endless.
It's sort of like I don't know. I'm on this big polymath kind of kick, like fucking Leonardo da Vinci. Like he was like digging up corpses, drawing them, and also like making little helicopter drawings and also all this weird stuff. And I was just like, yeah, he was just being weird and cool, you know what I mean? Like
not one or the other.
Yeah, you can just do a bunch of things.
Yeah, that most people do.
Yeah, most people do.
That's the thing, to get put in one box. That's my problem with labels. Like I understand that the human brain uses labels, and in conversation we need them for like to be concise. However, to put something on, to put a label on something that's dynamic and complex is to reduce it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Lil Tay got an OnlyFans.
Lil Tay?
Do you know Lil Tay?
Well, she used to be that girl who was flexing on YouTube saying, hey, I got real estate and all this other stuff.
Okay, Mike, yes, he did mention the real estate. I don't remember the real estate. I remember her like doing basically like black voice. She was like doing the... I just like to see her pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Is that okay for you?
That is okay for me.
Yeah, so... Lil Tay was the girl. So I remember her in my head from Bad Baby. Remember her? She was the girl, Catch Me Outside girl?
Yeah.
The Catch Me Outside girl, I remember like that era of like, oh, I'm a little badass white girl with cornrows or whatever. And Lil Tay, I guess, was a rapper.
Yeah.
In that.
She was like this half Asian 12-year-old rapper.
Oh, yeah, It's basically a little white looking girl that like said the N-word a bunch or something. And so like flexed all this money and shit that wasn't hers or like whatever happened. But she kind of went away, her name did. She was bizarre, just like a freak show, attraction. Just like, let's see what this fucking kid's doing. She was like 14 when she came on the scene or something.
Yeah.
Well, she just released an OnlyFans, she turned 18, and she made like $1.5 million in a day.
Wow.
Or something crazy where she showed the receipts and everything. And it's just like, it's the same thing that happened with Bad Baby. And people are like, people are freaking out about it. It's like, look, I'm not condoning or condemning it.
Mhm.
Mike, what did you say? Mike, you said that there's like it's not okay.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like we all know her from being that young. You know, it's like I don't know, like I guess I don't know.
Everyone was that young at some point.
I guess I wonder if like the people who watched Full House of the age that watched like the little Olsen twin from that like grow up, like are they attracted to her? Like are they attracted to that?
I am, but I grew up with the same
But
age
see,
as
we
them.
were
basically.
exactly
Right.
we were too young to like be able to say.
Okay, so because what you're implying though, so because here's the thing, it's like I feel like part of it is like whatever the age that they pick is, right? The legal system.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. If it's 21, right? The person who's waiting until someone's 21, society's going to judge.
Yeah.
If it's 25, the person who's waiting until they're 25, people are going to judge.
Yeah.
It's like people's morals are completely aligned with the government's legality of it.
Yeah.
So no matter what that date is, there's a cutoff.
Yeah.
And it's always this weird thing of where, that people, if you thought she's attractive at 18 and 1 minute old, you thought she was attractive at 17 years and 11 months
point.
old, you know?
Kind of how far back?
Yeah, and it's like, but it's not like, oh, now that the government says they're attractive, now I'm allowed to be attracted. However, you can call them whatever you want, but it's like, this is the legal system that we're all in.
But so she was between 9 and 10 in 2018.
Oh, when she came out.
When she came out.
Right. Now, I see what you're saying, like growing up with somebody as a kid.
Like, that's how you know them.
Because it's like...
Literally, like, she disappeared, right? And maybe that's the only thing that, like, makes it okay. She, like, disappeared, and then she just kind of reappeared
it wasn't like we
as,
grew up
like,
with
a grew-up
her,
person.
really. Yeah,
but,
it's
like,
tough.
I don't know, dude. It's just, like...
It's tough. Is she hot?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't look her up.
Can you pull up a picture of her real quick?
I can.
Just see it, just for your own... just let me know. I'll take your word for it. But you didn't hear about this.
No, I didn't. I knew about Lil Tay from years ago.
Yeah, so she dropped her OnlyFans, and it's been all the talk because it's like it should be like girls who are 18 years old having OnlyFans because like if you're 18 and you have a public persona, and you're broke or like want money, it's like easy money. I mean, okay, so yeah, I don't even.
I mean, she just looks like a child.
Yeah, I was about to say that's okay, which also does add to it. There's people who are grown who look like children too, and then people call them creeps, you know. But it's like, hey, if it's above board, I guess it's above board.
Yeah.
You know, if you're into midgets because you want to fuck a kid, it's like, well, I guess you got a loophole. It always gets into fucking kids on this show, man, every time. I will. Okay, could you date? Could you date a stripper?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I've accidentally, hypothetically, don't tell my parents. I'm a virgin. I accidentally, but I don't want to bring any of my dating life into this.
Okay, so hypothetically, would you date a stripper?
Hypothetically,
or do you think you're okay with it? Like, do you think
I'm not sure I'm okay with it. I'm not sure I'm okay with dating in general. I think I need to be. I think I need to be alone for a while. You know what I mean?
Okay, so regardless of their profession,
I think. How does this help me build passive income? Is all I want to know.
Mike, would you date a stripper?
This guy's
Did I ask you this on this show?
No, you never asked me that.
Would you date a stripper? Do you think you could?
What kind of drug problem does she have? Just kidding. Yeah, probably. Depends on what the deal is. I mean,
well, there are a lot of those negative stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And so it depends.
Like BPD.
Where?
Like BPD.
What about it?
Like if a lot
they have them,
so, you might get stabbed.
yeah.
I have a friend who told me a story about getting stabbed by his BPD girlfriend stripper.
Oh God.
So like,
but that could have just been a BPD girlfriend accountant.
Yeah,
but
they were a stripper.
But it wasn't.
In this story.
But in this story, it wasn't. Here's what I want to say. There's this interesting, and I have a point here. This is which is nothing new. Yeah. But there's this interesting thing where like guys who date an OnlyFans model. Could you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would be more inclined to date an OnlyFans model than I would a stripper.
Oh, because why?
Well, like I don't know, like the fact that you're not when you're doing it at home and like you're at the privacy of your own home, like it's cleaner somehow, I guess. Like it's less. You're not actually putting your body up against another person, but like,
what if they're fucking other people on OnlyFans?
Well, see, that's something
that's
different.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh well,
because strippers
so
a step up.
I'm dating her, and she's fucking another man. She got another man.
She
does
hooks up
OnlyFans
occasionally with OnlyFans. Yeah, she does solo stuff, and then occasionally she goes and has sex with a guy.
So basically, would I date a porn actress?
Yeah, a porn actress, a porn star, yeah. Basically, that's the question.
She wouldn't date me. Like I don't know, man. Like it'd be weird.
I mean, if you know what you're signing up for in the beginning, you know what you're signing up for. It's like, and here's the thing. This is what I want to get at about it, because I like to consider myself someone secure enough to be able to do that, right? I've always said that. I could date it.
Well, you're a highly secure person. I've always maintained that.
That is completely incorrect. It's like I'm wildly insecure, but I hush those things down, and like insecurities do come up in me, and jealousies and fear. It's all fear. All that insecurity stuff, all that, it's all fear. All that possessiveness and monogamy, it's all fear, right?
Are you like this? Because I think I'm pretty similar. I was like that all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Constantly.
Like before this podcast started, you took me out to pee, like you would. I felt like a puppy or something. Like, here, go pee here. I was like, yeah.
Well, it's because I'm like,
because you know what I mean.
Come with me.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I feel like that all the time, and I'm good at not showing that externally. So people will be like, dude, you don't have social anxiety. I'm like, I am freaking out all the time. But I think I would be secure enough to date someone in sex work in whatever form or fashion. And here's the thing that I was going to get at. I'd like to be secure enough. So I've been doing this thought project in my head. I'd like to be secure enough to where, because here's how I go to think about it. Okay. The first thing I think that men in that position want to do, even in Adam 22, right? Adam 22 fucked Elena and his girl for money, or let his girl have sex with the other guy on money, or on camera for money, right? And he was like, when people ask him about it, because he's in the hip hop community and shit, they're like, bro, you gonna let somebody fuck your girl? You gonna let this big black dick fuck your girl? And he's like, bro, we got that bag, right? And it's like, okay, so he's saying he's comfortable with it. Yeah. I bet you I say to Adam, you know, hey, let's take the money away. Are you okay with it? He's going to be like, no. Yeah. And it's like, right, which is common, right? Do you think that'd be a common answer? Yeah. Common answer, yes? Yeah. It's just from a male psyche point, right? It's like, okay, she's doing it for money. It's a job, whatever. Take that out of the equation. Let's just say this is what she wants to do. Let's just say she's not making any money. If you're secure and not fearing the loss of the connection, you know, if you're not moving out of fear, because here's what I wanted to, I extrapolated the thought of, okay, let's say I'm dating an OnlyFans girl, or I'm dating a stripper. I should be okay with it to the point of I'm okay with it without the money involved. Because to even put money on it is to say that I'm putting a value on it. Yeah. To me, it's, you can't put a price on it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I almost feel like in a weird way, to put a monetary value on it is to reduce it a little, you know, no matter what that value is, because I don't think it can actually be quantified. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
But it's just interesting how guys use this as like a psychological pillow, right? If Lena just said, look, I want to fuck this guy with this huge black dick, you know, he'd be like, no way, you know, which is understandable. Now she's doing the exact same thing, but for the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just interesting because as a guy, if you're a guy who's dating a stripper, OnlyFans girl, and someone's getting on you for it, like, oh, your girl's doing this, your girl's doing that. And then the guy wants to quickly be like, dude, it's a job. She's making money. I don't ask, you know, my other girlfriend was an accountant or worked at Starbucks. I didn't ask her about her day or whatever the thing was. It's like, obviously they're different things. Yeah. Obviously, right? But they do kind of come back into like, just insecurities and fear, I guess, unless it's a lifestyle thing you're not trying to be a part of, and you know they're out until 5 a.m. every night and you're not, and it's just like a whole different. That's a different vibe then at that point.
It's probably a different thing for
it's interesting
rappers,
with the money.
Yeah, those are just the rules of the game. You know what I mean? I think I'm not in entertainment, but it's just like, yeah, if I were to like, if I were a rapper, which I'm not yet. It's like if it's like, oh hey. If you're a rapper, if I'm associated with this lady and she's here and then we're making money and then I can use that to go somewhere else, maybe that makes sense. But like, I'm just doing bits here. I don't even know.
Yes, but I did hear that argument when I was talking about this to my buddy. He was saying that like if the money's shared and you're then using that to create more freedom for you two, right? Then I get that. That's more understandable. But it's like if you're genuinely secure with it, you should be secure to the point of where if that money never sees you, that's how they're choosing to spend their life. Even if she pays $500 to go do an OnlyFans shoot or whatever, right? It's like if that's how they want to spend their life.
Are they married? Or are they dating?
Wait, I guess either. I'm just. It's hypothetical. Whoa. Oh wait, who? Adam.
Adam and that
they're
girl.
married.
They're married.
And have a child.
It's real. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a different story.
Yeah, it's real.
Okay.
They have a child and everything.
Yeah, man, that's weird. I don't know. It's like if it's just like a brief relationship. It's like you don't. You know. I don't know when it's your wife forever. That money is gonna run out, and like the other thing is like, how does he get the whole thing's now weird.
Okay,
It's
hold
just
on,
like,
though. Back up.
Is
So
he
you
a
said
pimp? How is he getting any of it at all?
I don't
It
know,
should just
but
be her money.
who knows? But I'd have to see the contracts and
Yeah, I
what they
don't
put
really
it
get how
out
that
on
even-
and what the because she got big because of his name anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole
Oh,
thing.
okay.
But
So
my-
it's like some kind of
that's-
publicity stuff going on.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure, exactly.
see.
But my thing is, you said that money's gonna run out eventually.
Yeah.
So, but that implies to me that you're just hoping that the woman isn't short-sighted, right? If it's a woman with like what an exit strategy or a plan to take that money and invest it or something, or she's working her way through law school, there's always doesn't that make it better for the guy in their mind? Like let's say your wife is doing the OnlyFans, right? But only for 10 years to make the bag, and then that makes it more comfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit more palatable.
Because it's just more easy to accept that you're getting your life will be enhanced from it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is his life being enhanced? I don't know.
Whose?
This Adam guy?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, at $1.5 million usually will enhance a life.
From the is the little tape?
I just said the same number. I don't know what they got. They got millions.
Okay.
From that sex tape, from the Lena one.
I guess if that's your job.
And that's Lena. Well, Lena does mostly OnlyFans stuff with Adam. So basically, what they do is they podcast with the guest, and then they fuck them. They get a porn star. It's called Plug Talk. They interview them, and then they have sex with the three of them, Adam and two women. He's got a pretty shitty life.
Okay, I mean, I think $1.5 million might make that life less shitty, you know?
Yeah. So then he's got just all this pussy and money. It seems tough. Yeah. It seems like he's having a tough go. But I just thought that was an interesting psychological point with the money, because it's just like, yeah, okay, well, you put this monetary value on it, and now it's acceptable. It's like, well, if this is my woman, and I love that woman, and that's how she was choosing to spend her time, then I really shouldn't trip, right? If she doesn't belong to me, or there's this ownership and possessiveness that's involved that like, and listen, I have this stuff in me. I sometimes am so chill, I'll have a woman go like, I wish you would give a fuck more.
Yeah.
You know? And then like, or, you know, type of thing where it's like, chase me when I walk out the door. I'm like, I'm not doing that, right? I don't want to hold anyone against their will.
Yeah.
I want you to make a choice to, I just, and here's the thing, I'll have those things come up. If I see someone I love walking away from me, I have something that comes up that's like, oh my God, stop this person. But the autonomy in me, the person who values autonomy in me, I do project that onto others.
Yeah, if you love something, let it go.
And that's what they say, yeah. And it's like, look, I'm not. If I have to get you here by chasing you and holding you down, or to be possessive and not let anyone else look, I want to be so confident that you can dress sexually, right? You can dress, you know, I don't even like that word, dress sexually, but you know, you can expose how hot you are, and I don't have to feel insecure, because that also falls back into the trust on the lady, right? I think Adcock said that too. It's like, as long as you trust your girl. If you don't trust your girl, if some guy comes shoots a shot and then she's doing it, or whatever the thing is, it's like that's what it falls down on. Because it's like you can't. So here's the thing: if I go out with a girl and she's wearing something that she looks bad as a motherfucker in, she's showing a lot of skin, okay, it will obviously draw more attention from males. Yeah. Now those males have a higher percentage chance of approaching her because they're noticing her more, right? You have to get the impression before you get the click. so basically,
are we monetized? is this relationship monetized?
Not anymore. Yeah. But yeah, I think that like as long as you're, you know, you're okay with that, and then trust her in handling that, you know, and it's like, you know, and then I guess also motivation. We talked about that too. Is your motivation attention from these other men? And if so, what is that doing for you? This is something that I'm not, you know, they should bring up conversations. It's like, if nothing else, is bring up some tough convos. But I was just curious about that, because it's funny to me how someone can be like, I'm definitely not okay with my girl fucking other people. Yeah. And then someone going like, what if she's an OnlyFans artist? And it's like, all right. Like, well, wait a minute. 1 second ago, your morals and principles said you couldn't do this. And now that we've attached this U.S. currency to it, your morals and principles are to the side.
Personally, I think everyone should wear burqas. Men and women. I don't want to know who anyone is under there. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
You can jerk off to either that way and feel safe.
I just close my eyes and think things.
Yeah, we're definitely not looking them in the eyes, you know? That's for sure, brother. Did you hear about this? This isn't fun, but did you hear about this? How about this? Did you ever get into trouble in school?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
I got in trouble in schools. I would talk a lot.
Really?
I just because I wouldn't really talk much at home, but I would talk.
You weren't allowed to.
Because at home it was so quiet you could hear the clock tick. You know what I mean? But when I got to school, I would always like, you know, like whisper.
Oh, it's because everyone was facing forward. You didn't see their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easier.
Yeah. It's just like I would talk to people, but not to the point. But I was also doing kind of well in class, so the teacher wouldn't kick me out.
Yeah,
so
that matters.
Like, that matters a lot. But because if you're talking and you're also behind, they get really pissed. But if you're talking and you do kind of well on the test, you're like, yeah, okay, you can keep talking, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was doing bits in class, I guess.
That's great though. Yeah, I love that. I got trouble. I actually just found an old report card of mine that was like, absences affect performance. Absences affect performance. I was just never there really, but I found a whole old letter of like letters, a whole box, and when we were cleaning out the garage of like letters from girlfriends and my mom when I was in like rehab. We should attach one or two of them. They're pretty fun.
Well, I didn't have the choice to be absent because it was a beating. If you didn't go to school.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No, I started being able to whoop my mom's ass when I was like 13. So after that, I was grounded in Sheila. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so you just got in trouble for talking and stuff.
Talking and stuff. From the teachers, yeah, I would say I just talked a lot, but it wasn't like trouble. It was always just like but I don't know.
Go ahead.
I was also the only diversity in the schools I went to, so it would be pretty weird to suspend the.
Are you did you have a friend group?
Yeah, I would say
it was nerds.
I might have been. I don't know. I felt like I was like the only nerd.
I think every nerd feels like that, but there's no way.
No, but like. I'm not a big groups guy. It's weird when I do stand up because it's just like I'm looking at a group of people, but I'm not part of the group. I'm up there by myself.
That's true.
But whenever like I'm in a group of people, if it gets too big, I'm just like I kind of just like a guy. There was a podcast once, and there was like 5-6 people in the room, and I just started.
Happy podcast.
Yeah. But I think, and then I just froze up because I was like, I just like drank a Monster. I've been saying I boofed a Monster, but then someone told me boofing is different. I thought it meant do that, like glug glug. But no, that's. Can we say anus on here?
Yeah, boofing is when you put something into your rectum.
Yeah, but no, I didn't do that. I just drank the whole thing, and then I was taking a Zyn, and then I had like a bunch of caffeine in me. I just froze up, and then I'm like, oh crap, there's so many people here. But you know,
that's a fun podcast though, laid back. You guys talk about the photosynthesis in the toilet.
Yeah, oh yeah. You know, I think I should buy Luke Harris some Lysol and a toilet brush.
Start a GoFundMe
because it's like pink and green in there, and I need to feel very secure when I poop and pee. All right. So I was just like I was like closing my eyes and like Jesus, please guide this stream.
And you pee a lot.
Yeah, I pee a lot. I pee a lot. Sometimes I was telling you, it's like sometimes nothing. It's just like I have this habit of just whenever I leave my house or whenever I enter somewhere, I just immediately I was like, oh, you got to pee. I was like, but even I don't even have to pee.
It's because you want to climb on the sink and go through the medicine cabinet.
Yeah,
I caught you doing that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we had Dom on recently. That was fun.
Yeah,
Dom's funny.
Yeah, Dom's hilarious.
He said that you actually got when you were 10 attacked by a Yorkie, and that made you the way you are. Is that true?
I was attacked by a little dog, but I don't. When I was attacked by a dog like when I was like in Bangladesh.
Actually?
Like, yeah.
Okay, because I just made that up as like a shitty joke, and then you got attacked by a dog.
When I was,
you guys bonded over that? That's
no. I never told him that. I don't know how he knows, but it wasn't 10.
He doesn't. I just made that.
Okay,
up.
well that's true then. That's like when I was young, like for a while, I was like kind of like scared of dogs.
Were you hunting it?
I wasn't hunting it.
Okay.
It was just like in Bangladesh, people don't own dogs, so there's like packs of wild dogs just fucking out there.
I thought maybe it was like an op.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, and they're because those dogs are like they're not aggressive, but they're just like hungry.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And if like there isn't a culture of like rearing dogs and feeding them, so then no
one owns them really.
No one owns them, but there's a culture of like kicking and beating dogs. So it's just like I remember that, and it would like I never really got nightmares, but every once in a while, like when I would dream when I was really young, I'd like see stuff of just like a dog biting my arm and stuff. But like,
really?
Yeah, but that was way back 20 years ago.
So you got attacked in the dream?
I got attacked IRL.
Oh, okay.
And then
also had some scary dreams about it.
But you know, like I got a couple of dreams about it.
How are your dreams now?
My dreams? Okay, so I mean, I feel like to dream, I got to get my heart rate really low before sleeping, and I have to take like 2 magnesium pills, and then I get like all sorts of nice dreams. Yeah. Well, you use magnesium to relax.
We don't condone drug use around here on this podcast.
It's just the salts.
Yeah, but you boof them.
No. I take them through the mouth. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Why is everyone always looking at me like that?
They don't make magnesium suppositories yet.
Do you have dreams? Do you recall?
Yeah. I have. When I do have a dream, I cherish it. because I cherish the dreams.
What are these words together? Okay.
I cherish the dreams because one time
because you don't want to lose it through your fingers.
Yeah, because I'm like, because for me, I don't have a TV, so anytime I dream, it's like free entertainment that I didn't pay for.
Bro, you're not in Bangladesh anymore. You don't have to dream for. I'll buy you a Roku TV.
No, don't do that. Because I feel like whenever I dream, it's like I do cherish it. I'm like, oh yes, visions. You know what I mean?
Like you're receiving psychic visions.
Yeah. Well, it was like, oh, what's it? I'm not saying I'm like doing a dream journal and like.
He had a dream he got attacked by a dog. He went out and he was trying to get attacked to make himself clairvoyant.
Yeah, and like sometimes I'll see dreams just like me and my mom having a conversation or something, or I'll have a dream and I'm just like weird stuff. I'm like swimming, but I can't. But I'm like in a tank or something.
It's just dog come.
Yeah. It's just.
Do you got dreams you remember?
No, not really. Like you smoke enough weed and like the dreams kind of go away.
Yeah. They say that's one thing when I say when you're quitting, you know that they come back. Big time.
They come back with a vengeance.
Or if you fall asleep with a nicotine patch on, they'll make bug you.
I was quitting like once because of an arrest, and only because I had to.
They were making.
And the dreams, man, they were coming back, and I dreamed multiple times that I was like smoking weed and like fucking up my sobriety. Like I would wake up and be like, did I fuck up my sobriety last night? Like it was
as
just
someone
so
who's gotten clean from things,
annoying.
relapse dreams, big time.
Find out, no, you didn't, dude. You were good.
Dude,
like,
I'll happen to
job.
this day. I'll happen to this day, and it's common in addicts who got clean that when got clean, got off the drug, they'll have the dream, and it's like always right up until the point of using the drug because your brain can't kind of simulate it. Is what I've been told. So it's like it'll always be like I'll have a needle loaded up and be right about to shoot it, or it'll be the process of getting it, or it'll be right about to smoke crack and something bad's happening, but it never actually. Gets
like you ever had those dreams where like you're right about to pee? And then you wake up, I was like, oh, because if you pee at the dream, you pee in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I sometimes I have night terrors that I wake up screaming from.
Oh shit!
Actually, so in the dream, instead of peeing, I'm screaming in the dream.
Does she know that?
Huh?
Does she know that?
Bro, unfortunately, they find out the hard way. Like they'll find out by me waking up and screaming. But yeah, anyone who knows me knows, like, because sometimes what happens is I'll be in the dream. I'll start to scream in the dream and realize that I'm in the dream.
Yeah.
And so I'll know to get out of this dream, I need to scream as loud as I can. And it'll start as like this zombie, like, and then it'll like level up to this like, and it takes me a second.
Do you lucid dream?
No, thank God.
I can't either. But
some people look forward to it, or like they act like they'd like it. Whatever's going on in my dreams is enough to make me wake up screaming. And I mean like 7 times a year. It's not that uncommon to just randomly wake up screaming. It's alarming to everyone, including me. But whatever's going on in there, I don't think I want to be lucid for.
Yeah. No.
If ever I had a dream, it was not good.
Lucid dreaming kind of scares me because I almost, there's a couple of times where I almost like tried to lucid dream, and then I would try to take control, and then it would just go weird directions that I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're messing with some sketchy stuff, subconscious.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like I'm lucid dreaming when I'm walking through life, and I'll be like tempted to jump in front of traffic. Like, this is a dream.
Yeah.
This shit ain't real anyway, which I'm probably right about, but pretty weird stuff. I'm just saying.
I think I'm real, just for the record.
Everyone thinks they are,
Yeah.
And you might be.
I'm the realist.
There's really no proof if you exist or not. Mike was at the dispensary the other day, and there's these things called bits.
Yeah.
And he took a picture and sent it to me. He's like, it's making me think of Mo. And also, whenever I see bits, I think of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I should have worn my Bits shirt.
Do you have one?
I have a Bits shirt that a comedian got me, and it just says Bits. It's from like some kind of weird construction company. It has some other text on the back, but on the front it just says Bits. That's one of my favorites.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Just cross out the stuff on the back.
Well, I usually wear hoodies and shirts so that they can't see it anymore.
You are a layered guy.
Yeah, I love layers. I like feeling protected.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to expose my arms.
And when I wore a hood, I used to always have the hood up.
Yeah.
In high school, I felt it was like a nervous thing.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just like the feeling of being held.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I said to somebody recently, like, made a joke about I wanting to be the little spoon, and she's like, and I said something, or she's like, you love being the little spoon, and I said everyone does, and she's like, you think everyone just wants to be held? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, at some level. I'm not saying I always want to be Little Spoon, but right, and there's no guy who's manly and burly enough who's like, I never want to be held affectionately.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not true.
Yeah,
You know?
every 1 out of 10 spoonings, you kind of want to be the little one, I guess.
Yeah, even the platonic.
Yeah,
It has to be a decent ratio, though.
Yeah.
You can't just do every time Little
Yeah.
Spoon.
yeah. Same with everything. It gets kind of boring.
Yeah, and also she'll start to look at you different.
Yeah.
You know, start
Yeah.
to talk down to you.
Yeah, literally. It's like over there. You should be like, you're a real bitch for this one.
You know, one thing about you is you're a real bitch. Would you rather live with one human-sized pigeon,
Mm-hmm.
or 100 pigeon-sized humans?
I could do 50 pigeon-sized humans. I feel like 100 is too much because I want to
Depends
care.
on your space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to care for them. I don't want I don't want like 80 of them to feel love and 20 of them to be all like rebellious and like fuck dad. He
Wow.
doesn't- yeah.
Because you have your man of finite resources and
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
The love's infinite.
Yeah.
But the resources and time and energy are finite.
Well, I only have so many square feet in my house, and you know when they want to eat like little. I gotta give them like little pigeon kibble or whatever. You know what I mean? I want to have like if I go to
you're gonna feed the humans pigeon food?
well, what else are they gonna eat?
Like little bites of your Big Mac or something.
I don't have that much love. You know what but I would
for the 80. You know.
Well, you know what? 80 is a big number. How about this? I would live with 40 pigeon-sized humans, and I would.
What would you do with the other 10 or other 60?
Oh my
Other 60?
God.
It was out of 100.
It was out of 100. Those are oh man. If it's 100, I have.
What are you gonna do with the other 60? Just put them out on the street?
I'll send them to the circus. I don't know, but probably something like that.
They could probably make some good money at
Yeah,
the circus.
you don't see that every day. Pigeon-sized humans.
You know,
But
I do wish we had the circus back in the day where they used to just roll people who were fucked up around.
Yeah.
Like there was this girl with 3 legs. She was born with 3 legs, and her whole life was just getting carted around so people could look at her.
Yeah. It's sort of like a lady with a mustache. Like everyone comes here to see the bearded
Oh
lady. or
yeah,
whatever.
that was like one of the easiest
Yeah.
ones ever.
Yeah. Just go to Iran or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how uncommon is it? Like, do you have any ants? I mean, people have mustaches.
Yeah,
So
I have a bunch of hairy ants.
Yeah, I mean, my ants have mustaches. I feel like everyone's ant has like a little mustache.
No, but the pigeon thing, I was just thinking about the economics of it. Like I go to Costco, you know what I mean? I want to buy. I eat the same things every day.
You get the peanut butter from Costco.
Yeah.
We went over that.
I get the Costco peanut butter, and I'm just like
Only 2 ingredients.
yeah, only 2 ingredients, just peanuts and salt. I think it might just be peanuts. Who knows? But it's just like I don't want to think too much about it. I'm like I'm eating this, you guys are eating this. We're gonna eat the same things every day. You're gonna be disciplined in this house, and then yeah.
I love that you thought about loving them immediately.
Mhm.
I immediately was thinking about like 100 little minions that I could have do my bidding.
Yeah,
And you were like, how can I care for these and show them that they're loved?
yeah.
It just says a lot about you. You're a sweet guy.
Oh, thank you, man. I've been practicing that.
That and eye contact.
No, the eye contact is much more natural now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before, it was kind of like overwhelming because
Well,
you get a lot of information in the face. So it's
For
like,
you?
yeah,
Okay, because I've heard from people who have trouble doing eye contact that when they're learning it, they're doing it too much to where it's overwhelming for the person who they're looking at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
I know
it's like
exactly what you
You're like, I know.
I know exactly.
I know. Was that you and I talking? 'Cause
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking. No, but yeah, it's like people will say that they went from like not looking in the eye
Mhm.
to then just like too much eye contact,
Yeah.
where it's like the person's like, "Look, man, we're at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like, can you not?" As they're making your coffee, you're trying to. So yeah, that's interesting. You're definitely autistic, and gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like as long as you're working your way out of those things,
Yeah.
right? Because they're both evil and bad.
Because
obviously.
I think if everything is like a tiny little game and you're just trying to like everything's like a little problem to be solved for me. You know what I mean? Like
It's
I try
an
to
engineer brain.
Yeah, because it's sort of like if everything is a game, you don't win it by winning it. You win it by having fun. You know what I mean?
Right. The journey is the destination
Yeah,
type thing.
you win it by having fun. You win it by being invited to play again. So it's just like
Yeah.
I like to do that, and it's like
Yeah, one of these corny reframes I learned early on was like, and it's so fucking corny, obviously, but it's like when something shitty happens to go like, all right, what can I learn from this?
Yeah.
You know, well, what could, and if it's nothing else, like resilience,
Mhm.
right? Another test,
Mhm.
shit was going too well. I've had a couple things happen to me where it's like, all right, this is either gonna just ruin me or I'm gonna have to be better,
Mhm.
to continue. I always kind of try. I feel like I'm constantly trying to get better and be better. Like
Yeah.
I've never felt content as who I am as a person or with my life.
I kind
Have
of
you?
feel I kind of feel like that's like a feature, not a bug. Where it's just like because I feel like if you're cool and comfortable with who you are, that's cool. But me, I'm just like I want to chase new experiences and stuff. Like there's so much There's so much fucking out here. You know what I mean? I was talking to a friend of mine. It's just like, what if this tiny sliver of existence that we experience, it's so precious. You know what I mean?
The most.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's the most. You've had, an infinite nothing before it, and have no clue what happens after the next transition. So it really is precious, and it's so easy to lose sight of that in traffic or when someone got the last fucking chicken sandwich or Popeyes or whatever the thing is. It's like, but yeah, dude, this shit, it's all fake.
If it's any consolation, that chicken sandwich probably gave him diarrhea. So,
And it is some consolation. Yeah. It is some. I'm gonna grab a beer. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
All right. You got a green screen behind you? Do you like put stuff on there?
Not really. I just kind of cut myself out and will like.
The option to though.
I could put we could put
That is
stuff
nice.
up there for sure. But no, I just kind of.
You use it to cut out too.
I just cut me out, and then I'll like.
Doesn't this help?
Yeah.
So he uses that to cut the whole background out.
But lately, I haven't even been using my footage. I've just been doing the main shit.
through a bout of self-hatred.
Oh, you shouldn't hate yourself, man. You're very symmetrical, I think.
Thanks, I appreciate
What
it.
did you say?
I see he's symmetrical.
Very symmetrical.
That's a hetero compliment of saying you look good.
I'll take it.
You're looking awfully symmetrical these days.
Damn, shorty. You've always been this symmetrical? Imagine just going to a girl like, your parents are symmetrical?
Like the way your two sides match.
This left and this right look the same. Why is that hot to humans? I have no idea.
I don't know, because in our head it's just like we've just been evolving for all this long, and we just evolved to like certain kinds of shapes,
Right.
and symmetry.
Due to no credit of our own, it's literally this evolutionary thing that's going on and on and on.
Yeah.
And we're a byproduct of that.
It's just like that space between your eyes, just perfect.
Yeah.
If it was any wider,
It's
I'd
the
fucking
dumbest.
hate you.
It's the dumbest shit, bro. And I'm guilty, right? I'm sick of it. Like,
Yeah.
I think what's hot by what I've been told.
Yeah.
Now the argument is like, well, they picked what's hot from what we liked already.
Yeah.
But the argument is, you don't know which one comes first. It's like, is it the skinny bitches on the magazine that makes all the bitches want to be skinny, or is it that guys are already messing with the skinny bitches, so then they put the skinny bitches on the magazine? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'll solve that riddle for you. I came first, all right?
If there's one question, and also, can we not refer to them as bitches?
Nah.
No, yeah, I don't know, but it's. I used to think I wasn't shallow until I got on a dating site, and then I realized how completely shallow I am.
Good. Yeah.
Well, it's just not even, again, not as maybe as a feature. It's not even a bug. It's just like, yeah, look, the truth is, it matters,
Yeah.
and as someone who is just objectively a handsome motherfucker, I'm gonna be picky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, no, look. If someone has a droopy cheek, like you were talking about symmetry, there's no reason that that if your left cheek droops lower than your right, I should give any fucks. But I do.
Yeah.
I care so deeply about your cheeks being symmetrical. It's terrible.
It is.
And then even the fat thing, even the heavier people, I genuinely feel bad, right? Because sometimes it's something that people can't control. They're born a certain way or whatever the thing is, right?
Sure.
Whatever the thing is, I just feel like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do everything to look like I do. Neither did you. Neither did you. No one does. Like you're born. You have certain things, and then you can do what you can play your hand that you have, but you're not given your hand.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, well, you got a shitty hand. Better luck next time.
Just play it really well, like that's. I don't play poker much, but I'm always a big fan. Which is just with you have two cards, there's like a flop, the river or the flop and the turn or whatever. You can just play it really well. Look at me, I'm just a tiny little gremlin. You know what I mean? I'm having fun.
I think that you don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, thank you.
You're a stud,
Am I? I've been growing this silly little mustache.
I think that you know it, though. Here's the thing about comedians. You are aware of how others look at you.
To that point, the whole reason a lot of comedians are as good as theirs is because they're maximally self-aware.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, having other comedians roast you, or even so you know what else is an interesting thing? I was just on vacation myself, nowhere nearly as cool as what you did, but I went to North Carolina with my family and got to hang out with them, pretend like I love them for a couple days. And we did this game where it's draw this person. So we have young kids in the family, and it would be draw this person. And what they were doing was while looking at them without lifting the pen up, draw them. So it's just a funny, goofy game, right? It ends up with funny pictures, but it also does tell you what they see a bit.
Yeah.
Right? If they're just all right, draw, if there's an 8-year-old.
Or were you just drawing tits the whole time?
Yeah, right. It's if they're 8 years old and they draw, something that it's just two giant eyebrows. And then this little, it's okay, that's what they're noticing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I was at a grocery store one time. You see these canines?
Uh-huh.
I told the story on here, so it's annoying probably, but I'll never forget this. I was at the grocery store one time. I have sharp canines. Like,
Have you seen mine?
they're just sharp too. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
No, it's a problem, but finish.
I was at the grocery store one time, and a complete stranger of a kid, you know, kids have autistic level honesty, you know. I was at the grocery store, and this little kid said to their mom, I was like, I was not with them, by myself. I'm looking at the aisle, and this kid looks at me in my mouth. And then looks at her mom, I don't remember if it was a boy or girl, I don't remember what they said, but they grab their mom and they go, "Mommy, a vampire." Yeah. And because I had these two canines, and it was funny, and even at the time it was funny, and the mom was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "No, that's fine." You know, I played into it a little bit, you know, bit the kid and shit. It was great, you know, caught a charge. But my thing is, I'll never forget that, you know? And when you're around comedians who are just like, we're going to, you know, pick the lowest hanging fruit, it just makes people aware.
It's really funny you said that because my nephew, he's like, well, he's not my actual nephew, but you know, my nephew,
like black people.
Yeah, exactly like that.
That's my nephew.
He noticed my sharp canines, and he would say, "Oh, vampire!"
No way.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
But like also,
here I think I have this like unique.
No, because kids are very honest.
Yeah.
And also like it's kind of a problem sometimes because like I chew gum and stuff, and I'll talk, and then it'll just like fucking rip.
You ever scratch a clitoris? You're a virgin.
I've never seen one. So
how's your dating life? Are you dating?
How's my dating life? Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
like
I'm
stay cryptic.
Stay cryptic. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Am I? You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me.
What is this? Is this what are we?
We could be dating right now.
Yeah. What are we?
Yeah.
Anyone ever hit you with the what are we?
That's that's one of my favorite riddles. I was just like, oh, what are we? I don't know. I just thought you were a really cool guy. You know what I mean? But I was like,
the what are we thing. Yeah, that's a rough one. What are we? It's like annoyed.
Yeah.
At the question. You know.
I'm just fixated on teeth now because like that's an experience that I have every day of just like biting myself on the inside of my mouth. I keep thinking about should I get them filed down, but I also think they look really nice and pointy. And
I don't think that they're a flaw in any way.
Yeah,
you know, my shits are all messed up in different ways, but you can't win them all. You know what I mean?
No. Just find yourself a goth chick and
bite her all the time.
Play into it. You could do some pup play. You know,
pup.
You don't know pup play?
No, I've kind of heard of it where like people are on a leash. Is that kind of like that?
Yeah. I remember Puppy Girl Jenna. That was like a thing. There was this one specific OnlyFans girl she went on Shane and Max. Yeah, which is so fucking funny.
She was on a leash the whole time. And
there's a whole thing where it's like, there's this bed I went in one time, and the underneath the bed is like a cage where you could put someone. I swear. This big like BDSM bed is called the Dragon Bed. If you guys, it's dungeonbeds.com, I believe, and basically it's like it looks semi-normal, but then you can add these it's basically it's badass, but it's $5,000 and it won't fit in my basement. If it would fit where I live, I'd get it, but it won't fit. So now I just have a regular bed.
I mean,
I don't want the cage. I'm not going to use the cage.
I know it's been said before, but why are all dungeons sex dungeons? We just have regular old fashioned.
Some of them start regular, you know, but then human nature takes over. Like, you know what I mean?
I gotta fuck you now.
We're out here. It's just temples and islands and monks. We got dungeons and temples. We don't got pussy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do something. It's not gay if you don't kiss. That's true.
Is that true?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't make that up. You think I just made this up? Dude, this is facts.
I'm going to have to agree with you, I guess. But
I mean, you don't have to. Did you hear about the Severna Park pedophile teacher?
No.
There's man or woman?
Man
teacher.
How
good is your vision?
Not great, but I can see that.
Okay.
I got LASIK though, so
that's right. You got laser eyes, yeah.
Bionic. Yeah, there's nothing funny about this story. I just wanted to talk about it. There's a Severna Park teacher who was accused of molestation, which is right down the street. I know people who go to the school and everything. And there were multiple accusations on this teacher. The teacher was put in jail due to the accusations, sat in jail until court because they were deemed at risk, whatever. Goes to court with 3 high-powered lawyers. Not that money would have any effect on your.
I'm pretty sure it was the union covering up all the. But go on.
Well, I'm just saying, justice is justice, right? We're in America, so obviously, if you're found not guilty, you're not, right? This is America. This is OJ's America. This is OJ Simpson. Listen, this is OJ Simpson's America, and if you're not guilty, you're not guilty. And if you are, you are. And how much money you have doesn't matter.
Did he have the kids killed?
Jeffrey Epstein, none of it matters. Listen, if you have money, you can do whatever you want, basically. But he got these 3 high-powered lawyers, got off the case somehow. There wasn't enough evidence. Who knows? Basically, was in jail for 13 months or something. Doesn't get the charges legally. These poor girls, they got dragged, had to go on stand and all kind of shit. All these other teachers. Not even kidding. The way it was handled was horrific. I know people closely who have children at the school. They say the way the school handled it was crazy. And then when the guy gets out of the court, he's trying to get reinstated as a teacher because he's like, I'm innocent. You couldn't, and it's like, just because the law found you innocent. And my sister was like trying to get me to share a petition. I'm like, a petition for what? She's like, so they don't hire him back. And I'm like, they can't. She's like, well, they never even technically fired him. He was like on suspended leave or whatever without pay. Now he's fighting for his back pay because, again, if it's his story, he's innocent.
Yeah.
And now you guys just ruined his reputation in life, right? But if 5 girls come forward, even if you're found innocent, you got to go. Do like a priest would. Change churches.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but to try to come back to the same fucking school is nuts. Even if the 5 people lied, you got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, they know you as that guy now.
Period.
They'll never not
no
know
matter
you as that
what.
person. Yeah.
Even if it was a cabal of people trying to ruin you, it worked.
Yeah.
You got to go, bro.
I think they need a T app for teachers.
Yeah. Oh my God, the T app. Did you see there's the opposite one now?
Yeah.
So you know about the T app?
No, I do not.
Inform him.
Well, so the T app was like, have you heard of spilling the tea?
Sure, yeah.
Or when people come the tea, it was an app that I think you had to be a verified woman. They would like scan your ID.
You know those Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook groups that you can
And-
only be a woman to get on.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could only be a
Oh
woman.
yeah, you have to.
Oh,
Be,
didn't
this
know
is
that.
strictly, you're not even supposed to see him. So when girls send me the post of me in there, they could get kicked out.
Yeah.
They're always like, "Don't tell anyone." 7 girls sent it. They're like, "Don't tell any other girl." I'm like,
Is
"Okay,
this Fight Club? Okay.
yeah, for real."
So it's an app where like women would go on there. I guess.
And
they would
spill the tea about dudes.
Spill the tea, like any red flags. Does this guy have any DUI charges or?
So any scorn lover,
yeah.
anyone who dislikes you who's a female can hop on and it completely smear your name. Now, granted, look, and like I said last time, we kind of talked about this recently. If you feel the need to get on there about your person, something's already up.
Yeah.
And second off, yeah, just check the source. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess but then there's been there's a
Then it got hacked because they just kept all the like the names and the chat
detail,
logs and
that's
the
right.
details like unsecured. So people got into it and just made a huge database of just like, oh, here where all these people were and the chat logs and everything were leaked. And it was kind of ironic because I guess it was sort of like a thing where you just like post people's private information kind of like semi-publicly, and then the people who were posting them, they got their
we're supposed to
information
be
posted.
anonymous.
Yeah.
But then so they were under the cover of anonymity,
Yeah.
posting all this stuff, which was so easily hackable. They basically had it in like all people's information in like a notes app.
Yeah.
It was like super unsecure. Like whoever hacked it was like, this wasn't even hacking. This
Yeah.
was like, and so once that got released, they came up with an app called Tea for Men.
Yeah.
So now there's men dragging women, right? There's the get back.
Yeah.
Mike, I'm not kidding. You can't make it up. Tim sent it to me. Tim sent me the link to the yesterday or today, Mike, and it's like the digital get back.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's like, are you getting on? It's like, no. I'm not spending a second on that motherfucker. I'm not spending a second. Even if I had tea on a girl, right? Even if I did, I'm not doing that, bro. That's crazy.
It just feels so petty and everything.
That's what I mean, the
But
pettiness.
yeah, but I think
if you're genuinely trying to warn someone about safety or harm,
that was the intent. But here's the thing: the road to hell is paved with good intentions, or whatever.
Exactly.
And it's always like, if you have a problem, just fucking, I don't know, take it to your parents. I don't know, who do you go?
You take it to the person, really. It's like, hey, if I think I want to get tea on you, maybe just go to them and go like, hey, I was thinking about doing this tea. Tell me your tea, or whatever the thing is. Like, I'm the type of person who's like, I will literally tell you, you know. And it's funny because
I've always liked that about you. You're very direct.
I am very direct, and I try to do that publicly as I can. And so like, people know that I'm not exclusive.
Yeah.
I don't do anything exclusive because it infringes on my autonomy. I have one life. I know how precious it is. I will not live it a certain way to not hurt someone else's feelings. I won't do it, to the point where it's selfish. And at the same time, I'll get posted on them sites sometimes, and then people go, hey, you're getting posted. And it's like, I don't care. Because it's like the people I'm interacting with know me.
Yeah.
And it's like they either know me well enough to ask me what's going on and I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
Or they don't know me well enough. They're not gonna. You know what I mean? It's like
it's like a comedy thing. It's sort of like if you tell a joke and there's like freaking like 100 people in the crowd, 98 people laugh, and 2 people don't like it. I feel like those 2 people should just approach you and be like, this is why I didn't like it. Maybe we can discuss it and not go on the internet and just go, yeah. It's like most like comedians and performers, this isn't everybody. Most of them are very like tender, nice people. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
sensitive, usually.
They're not out here to fucking hurt people.
Most of them are actually out here to do the opposite.
It's really just you go on
That's
there.
what's so funny about attacking a comedian. They're like, dude, my job is to bring
joy
smiles
and shit,
to
yeah.
you motherfuckers.
It's sort of like, and then because like the worst thing for a comedian is you go out there, you tell a joke, and people all hate it. It's like this is the exact opposite of what I want to do.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Then the worst is they don't only hate the joke, then they hate you.
Yeah.
That's where it gets extra bad because it's like you have a right to hate the joke.
Yeah.
If you don't like the joke, fine. But then they go, oh, I don't like that joke. He's a bad person. It's like, look, I'm still Mo. I'm the bits guy.
This is always something so funny to me. It's like, I tell her, just, everyone's laughing. There's no way that could be serious. There's no way eggs. He thinks of eggs in that way. Well, then I tell another joke about like DUIs. Like that guy's completely fucking serious, and it was like, no, it's just this. The intent was the same. Maybe I fucked up the pauses, or maybe it was.
And it's something that nuanced.
I'm not here. Yeah, and it's just.
Which is what's cool about it though. Which is why it's a fun art, right? To figure out like, oh, I know if I lead with this, they're gonna, I have to do this rather than or like earning the right to do a dirty joke or whatever. There's certain things that there's this like psychology involved in, and it is artful.
Yeah.
So something as little as like wrong pauses or wrong facial expressions could come off as like. But it is, regardless, retarded. Because like you're saying, it's like, this guy's going from funny to like, oh, he's a hateful bigot.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
I was just like, how do people do that in their heads? You always, like, when you go to if you've paid for a comedy show, you kind of have to go there with a blank slate. Just like, I'm here to be entertained, and if I laugh at it.
Leave your identity.
Yeah, leave it and just, like, enjoy it. But also, like, I'm not saying I'm a good comedian or anything, but it's just like, I don't know anything.
God, who wouldn't say something like that on here?
I'm just trying to do bits. I don't know, like, what the fuck.
That's the best case scenario though. Like I feel like some people are like, how can I be the best comedian, right? You're like, let me be funny.
Yeah.
I think that there's something so pure about your autistic brain in that way where you're like, I'm thinking of the funny. Like you're doing the comedy math and then you're also just shooting. Like your micro podcast. Best micro podcast out, by the way.
It's also a black-owned female comedy podcast.
Just so you guys know, minority-owned. It gets the contracts first, but bits.
Yeah,
Bits is the name of the micro podcast. No one wants to sit here and listen to us dickheads for fucking an hour, right? But you know what you do have? 3 minutes.
2 minutes and 50 seconds sometimes.
2 minutes and 50 seconds to listen to some zingers, some funny zingers.
Well.
You don't have to think.
You don't have to think.
You're doing all thinking.
Some of them are pretty bad, but you just got to come with me for the ride.
But the pretty bad ones are good because of you and your delivery. You're doing all right, guys. How about this? It's just that the whole thing is like it's like comedy on comedy. You know what I mean? It's like that's what's funny too. It's like it's making fun of like the hour and a half podcast, and also like let me try some new bits. And this, I don't know. I think it's. Well, it's hard to be unique, and it's unique.
Weirdly enough, the inspiration is just like a lot of comedians that I would see go up that had like in a 5-minute set. There's like 3 minutes are really good, or in your case, 90 seconds is really good. I was just like, let's just do that 90. Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, just keep it hot.
Yeah, who like it's sort of if you guys have ever watched the Norm Macdonald podcast, there's a section of the show where he was like, yeah, now here's the part of the joke, part of the show where we do jokes, and he'd pull out cards and he'd just like read something dumb, and it was like so dumb. And then he just throw it away, and he's like, who writes these jokes? But then some of them were really good, and I just wanted to be like, hey, this is the kind of shit that I've been thinking of this week, or well, it's not me, it's an anonymous.
That's the ticket. That's what's Norm's ticket too.
Yeah.
He'd give the jokes to someone else to read, and they'd be terrible or offensive, and he'd be like, Norm would go like, damn,
where'd that come from?
Yeah, like he'd put it on them. There's this thing that I'll do sometimes is I'll go, and by the way, other comedians do this where they go like, let's say I have some stance that's going to come off as like racist or closed-minded at best, racist at worst. Rather than saying the joke, I'll go, and my dad, you get a load of him. You know?
Yeah.
So many comedians do the whole, this is my dad or my uncle.
Yeah.
And I'll do that with my dad being dead. Like, I had a guest here. I had some questions that I didn't want to just blatantly ask. I'd be like, yeah, my dad wanted me to bring this up. And he doesn't know my dad's dead. So it's just like a funny separation. Like, it's a way to get these jokes off without having to take the personal brunt of it, at least in person.
Well, the other thing is like back at Art House, every couple of weeks, a couple of times a month, someone would come and say, "Hey, I wrote this little thing. Could you say that?" Just to me, and I was like, "I like the way you say it." And I'm like, "Oh,
cool.
I could just do that." Like people like sometimes in the comments, I'll be like, "Hey, if you want me to do something, just DM it to me, and then I'll do it." And I was like, sometimes it's great. Like I have a friend, Tyler. Actually, I guess I shouldn't use his real name. Let's call him Smiler. And then he'll write stuff. He's like, this is in your voice, it'd be very funny, and then I'll do it. And I was like, oh.
That's interesting too. Knowing it in different voices, it can come out different. Like reading comedy transcripts will do nothing for you.
No,
if
because
you're
like
not talking
Dave
about
Chappelle
how
talking about something, and like I don't know, Louis C.K. talking about, they could be saying the same thing, completely different. But I read a lot of stuff in just like Louis voice or Norm voice or Donnell Rawlings' voice.
We're going to see Louis.
Oh, where?
Lyric?
No, Constitution Hall, D.C.
Oh. Constitution Hall
in October. Yeah, Constitution Hall. I don't know much about it, but Louis C.K. is the fucking goat. You know,
He needs to go to comedy.
How about any hot local guys that aren't getting some shine that you think we
Hot
should say their
local
name?
guys,
Besides, obviously, you.
I'm gonna name like I'll, in no particular order.
Yeah,
like
for
like,
sure.
like my favorite comedians in the scene. I really like there's a guy named Tommy Sanbazo.
Tommy Sanbazo, shout out Tommy.
He's fucking like he does like voices. He does cosplay. He's just very like
interesting, right there. Yeah, get that. We're gonna have to get him on.
He's in a boy band with Eric Woodworth.
Actually,
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What the fuck? I haven't even heard the term boy band in forever.
Their band is called Bussy.
No way.
It's Buss.
No way.
Yeah,
Bussy?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's hilarious.
You know that's boy pussy, right, Mike?
Well, it's a German word actually.
Bussy is
it's a play on Bussy and the German word.
It's a multi. Bussy's. Yeah.
So Tommy's really funny. And the other guy in his band, Eric Woodworth, is really funny. You guys would really like those two because they're
sounds like you just like the band.
They're funny comedians, just individually.
Is the music funny?
Yeah,
comedic?
music. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
No, because like before they're musical comedians, they're just individual comedians who are just like really fucking funny.
Oh,
and then they also do like an act together.
Got it.
They're at
because
Magooby.
Dom's music is not funny. Like that's just music.
No, this guy's at Magooby's doing musical comedy. And he was at the
musical comic.
Yeah,
got it.
No, I would say they're just good old fucking really good comedians first, and then they also do really good musical comedy. Eric and Tommy, really funny.
Love that. We'll definitely tap out to them.
My favorite comedian is like Rose Vineshank. I mean, as tall as I am, she's shorter than me. You know what I mean? So it's just
under 6'5". Rose Vineshank.
She's so fucking funny. And then
it's a woman, born woman.
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah,
right.
She's hilarious.
No, dude, there's some Steph Toloff. There's a lot of funny. Jordan Jensen, funny as hell.
Hilarious.
Nikki Glazer, shout out.
Rose is funny. I really like Bobby Ray. Bobby's hilarious. There used to be a comedian locally. He's in Austin now. Like Nick Oka's hilarious.
Okay.
Greg Stamper. You heard of Chris, right? Chris Randolph.
Yeah.
Chris is funny.
He's with the Happy Podcast, right? Chris and Luke.
Luke is hilarious. Luke was one of the first people in comedy who was like, he was very friendly toward me, and I've always respected that about him. He's hilarious.
Great.
He's a killer.
He's gonna come on. We reached out to him recently. He said he wants to come on. I want to get on his too. So.
Yeah, he's funny. Let's see. Who else do I like?
I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, you named, I wasn't expecting that many. Who were the first two you said in the band?
I said Tommy Sanbazo and Eric Woodworth.
And they both are still doing the
Yeah.
Now, did they go up and perform together or no?
Yeah, I actually, he was performing with me last Saturday. We did a show for like, I think we're the youngest person there might have been like 55 or something. It was just like old retired white people. And I was just like, I was like, I'm going to talk about molestings. And they're like, yeah, we're here for it. I'm like, okay.
Most of this is going to be molestation stuff. Yeah.
No, those guys are funny. And Tommy is just like, I drive with him sometimes, and he's I don't know. It sounds silly. He's just like a barrel of laughs. Like it never like a dull moment with him. Infinitely entertaining, and
that's fire.
Yeah,
that's like the best thing you could say about someone. Infinitely entertaining.
I like Mike Smith.
Shout out to Mike Smith.
He's very funny. I don't know. I really like the local comics. They're always like, every time I see them, like I feel like there's like I don't know if you've ever noticed, there's like a brightness setting on the day. Like you're going about like at work, it's like a little dim, and then you meet someone, and immediately like the colors kind of change a little bit. Around a lot of comedians, I feel that way, and I'm like a moth sometimes. Like I just gravitate toward them.
That flame.
Yeah.
Of what? Just like similar mindset.
Or just like I can run a joke, or I can be funny around them.
Get it.
I can be funny around them, and they won't take it personally, or like you know what I mean.
It's a different breed.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a different breed.
They're just there for it, because sometimes like. I was having a conversation with like a
normie.
I wouldn't call him a normie, but it was they're not a comedian. But it was like when I point at a person, I'm not like judging them. I'm just making an observation, right?
Sure.
I don't hold anything against them, and then they might be like, no, that's a judgment or whatever. I was like, no, it's not like that at all. And like we can entertain stuff like that. And it's just like, yeah, oh, that popped into my mind. Is it funny? I'll run it by them. And
Yeah, and that's huge too, because it's like I don't want to have to explain my intention every time. You know, I know my heart, right? And even if you misinterpret it as hateful, I know for a fact it wasn't. There's no debate that you will win with me to tell me that it was hateful. If it comes across as whatever, and we can discuss that. But there's nothing I'm doing that's hateful.
No, the intention for me was just like, oh, I think this will make you laugh.
Exactly.
Like, it's a giggle.
I got in trouble for that with the early on. With
It's so stupid to debate intention. It was like, I'm not a fucking. I could be a jerk sometimes, I guess, but I'm not trying to be a jerk.
Yeah, you can be anything for a moment, right?
Yeah.
You want a therapy?
Me? No, I can't afford it. Well, I can afford it, but I don't want to go because it's like they're always like trying to convince you that you like cocks or whatever. I'm like, I don't know,
Dude. Well, if you're honest with them, they're gonna tell you the truth, though.
I don't know. I think they're just talking to me so I can so I can come back again and be like, all right, come back.
That is a theory, right? They don't want to fix you, so you can keep coming back. It's a theory.
I mean, do you think
I've been to therapy for many years. I mean, I've had therapists go like, I think we've reached the end of where like, we can get,
Mm-hmm. I did have an experience with a therapist, and it took me a long time to understand what she was like what they were saying, because like they were saying like be mindful, but for the longest time I just like was just mouthing the words mindful, but it took like 6-7 years to understand, oh, mindfulness, like just being more aware and stuff like that.
That's
and
such
just like
a powerful word, man.
Yeah, when you said that, and then I was like, oh, and then I should have thanked her, or like written a letter or something, because I finally got it. Or I'm still in the process of getting it.
That's the thing; it's never fully got right.
Yeah.
You never go like, okay, well, that's done.
Yeah,
that's what's interesting. It's like it can seem daunting.
Yeah,
but it's kind of cool because it's like you said, it's just more problems.
Yeah.
How do I fix this one? And how do I change this one? It's just so not linear.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think that I've conquered something, and it'll come back and kick my fucking ass one time where I go, oh, okay, I got a little hubris there, but no therapy for you.
I mean, if you consider like being outside more, like around trees and animals and like around people as therapeutic, or working out, I do that.
Do you put you work out and stuff? That's obviously good.
Yeah.
I do hate when people call it therapy, only because I'm a stickler about the word. Even the tattoos, the ink therapy, that shit's gay as hell. The people who are like, gym is my psych ward, gay as hell. All that, but I've also been to real therapy and real psych wards and the gym, so I know that there is a difference. I get the sentiment and I like it, but it's not the same thing as going through like a licensed trained therapist, but super good for you, and sometimes better, right? Especially better than, I mean, here's the thing, I'm not a workout bro. I don't even like saying this on microphone. I swear to God I don't, but like statistically, regular exercise has statistical nominal
it kind of
better
cures
effects,
depression,
better than SSRIs.
Yeah.
Whether it cures it or not, it definitely is better than SSRIs statistically.
Yeah,
I don't even like saying it. Yeah, because it's like I'm not one of those guys who's like, well, you ever try working out, brother? You're in your bed like with a fucking gun next to your head. And you're just like, oh, you want me to go do fucking deadlifts? Like someone's gonna lift my dead body out of this bed. It's like,
speaking of that, I recently deadlifted over 300 pounds.
Squad.
So. But I mean, at my weight of less than 300
save some
pounds.
pussy for the rest of us.
but it feels really good because like I just have like since I was like cooped up inside like growing up, I was wondering why I was always like so angsty. It was just like I just want to do things. Yeah. I hate calling comedy as therapy because a comedian friend of mine once said if you use comedy as therapy, you should pay the audience. You know what I mean? But it's nice to get some energy out. Like I want to say this, and I'm just holding it. And I feel like comedy a lot of times is like a show and tell for me. It's like, oh hey,
it's great, and that's the thing. But while it's not the exact same thing as therapy, like I think someone who's going out and using that outlet is way better than someone who's not. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like same with the gym. Well, I don't think it's an exact equivalent replacement for therapy. I think that someone who's working out and exercising, and that's what they say. People who are down on their luck and they're down with how society feels and whatever's going. As obvious as it is, the number one thing is like to build yourself, just to build yourself up. If you start going to exercise and get good at something, at a skill, whether it's a job or whether it's fucking piano, whether it's a boy band named Bussy, get good at something, and then the confidence that it creates.
I'm happy you said that because I was actually thinking about that a lot, and it's just like what solved a lot of my issues. Just like, oh shit, there's something like I'm good at. I
Mhm.
think, or at least people tell me I'm good at, because I
Yeah.
always feel like I'm not good at it.
No, of course.
You know what I
That's-
mean?
Well, I think you have to.
Yeah.
I think the people who are just like, yeah, I'm great at this.
Yeah.
People should be listening to me.
Yeah.
Is psychotic.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like there's a little bit of why the fuck am I up here? Yeah.
But it's nice. It was like, oh, I like that bit. You know what I mean? And it's just like
you are good at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I want to do the next bit or something like that. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. You're just right.
But that also ties into like, so what people I think don't understand who haven't really gotten good at a thing, right? When you walk to, I'm gonna keep using Starbucks as an example. When you walk into Starbucks, right? They don't know that you do bits, right? But you have that with you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like this thing where it's like, okay, now you became good at it. Where people think, okay, so you'll have confidence on stage. It's like, yeah, but that stuff. Even if you like became a welder, right?
Yeah.
And you like became a master welder.
Mhm.
When you walk into Starbucks, you're a master welder. You know what I'm saying? It's like whether you're welding in Starbucks or not isn't necessarily relevant.
Mhm.
You have that and you know that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just really neat. I can't really find anything to add to it.
Yeah.
It does make. I'm not like really that confident in my normal life, but when it comes to like doing a quick little bit, I feel kind of confident.
Well, I also think that the honesty and authenticity in your delivery is what is so pure and can never really erode.
Mhm.
It's this thing where like you'll say like, yeah, I'm not confident, I'm terrified all the time, you know, and it's just so.
But people don't see that. People are like, Mo, how did you do that? I was like, yeah, I looked kind of still on stage, but my heart rate. Like,
Yeah.
hey, here's something neat. My resting heart rate is like around 40 normally, but then like I just want to brag really quick. That has nothing to do with anything else. But like when I'm on stage, it might be like 150. You know what I mean? But people can't see that. So I was like,
Yeah. Right, like again, on the outside, people think that they're seeing what you have going on.
Yeah.
So what's going on in here could be way different.
You ever
How
se-
did you do that? It's like barely.
Yeah.
So.
You know what's going? You ever seen that clip from The Simpsons where like Homer it pans up to his brain and it's just a monkey doing this?
Absolutely.
It's like that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, mine are like that, but the monkeys are like fighting each other
Yeah.
over the symbols. There's like multiple monkeys in there trying to do different
it's
things.
definitely a monkey orgy going up there.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
monkeying around going on
Yeah.
up there, big time. Big time, dude. But yeah, I think getting good at something and being able to walk around with that is helpful. You think it's helped you become less autistic, I guess?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Somehow more autistic. Somehow more autistic and less autistic at the same time. It's like a superposition of autism going on.
Duality.
Yeah. I feel like there's no gray area with me. I'm either here or here.
There's a gay area.
There's-
You know what I'm saying? Word jokes. You know what I'm saying? Because
Puns.
it sounds.
It,
You know what I'm saying, Mike? Because gay sounds like gray.
yeah, I'll say it's a good technical joke.
You know how jokes. You know it's good when you have to explain it.
Mhm.
It's the best kind. The best kind.
Everyone knows that those
Yeah.
are the best kind of jokes. Speaking of how we don't want to keep it 5 minutes, we'll keep it 3. Let's keep it hot for them.
Mhm.
You know, we'll hit them with all the mediocre shit up front, and before it gets too subpar, let's say where you're hosting at, or where you want people to come see a show, or just shout out a couple spots. What's going
cool.
on? We need to come see you still.
I was actually listening to the podcast you had
Dom?
with Dom, and he was talking about being passed at the port. I actually host the open mic at the port.
Oh, solid.
And we get a decent number of, we actually get a decent number of people on there. Like
Well,
so,
yeah.
so some nights you get like 20 comics, sometimes 20 to 30 audience members, and it's really a dope time. We're like no homo. I really try to keep the places I host like where like a safe space where
It feels good.
where you feel good speaking like things that you actually think are funny and you intend to make the audience laugh. Not a safe spaces and like it's a styrofoam padded thing, but it's like
And that's huge to say.
Mhm.
Because when people hear safe space, what do they think? They think of like scared college kids
Yeah, they
who
think
are
of-
like, this is a microaggression,
Yeah,
and
stuff
you
like that.
can't say like you can't use pronouns or
Yeah.
something. When you say safe space, it's less gay.
Mhm.
It's where like it's still gay, but
somehow it's more gay, but I don't know.
yeah, right. But it's in a way that like as a comedian you can feel safe, as an
Yeah.
audience member you can feel safe enough to know that you're not being attacked.
Yeah, because
Right.
I'll always laugh at a good joke. Doesn't matter who's saying it. You know what I mean? Also, like speaking of microaggressions, right? You heard of microaggressions?
I've heard of them.
But what about nanoaggressions? Like one of these, right?
Yeah, or about your nana being a cunt.
Mm.
Yeah, the poor. So you're hosting that. What is that? Once a month?
Oh no, it's every week.
Oh shit!
It's-
What day?
It's Thursday nights. Most times at 10 o'clock. Sometimes at 8 o'clock. so-
Mike, let's go peep that.
yeah,
Please.
Okay.
We'll have to go peep that. Maybe I'll get up there.
yeah. You should get up
Zing,
there.
zing, zing.
Yeah, it's really nice. We do like a random bucket draw to keep it kind of fair.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it actually random?
Yeah.
Come on, hey, between me and you.
It,
Hey, come on.
It's pretty random.
As random as Kill Tony? Come on, guy.
It's a little bit more random than Kill Tony, but sometimes if I know...
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Don't tell anyone.
No behind the scenes.
Yeah.
No one listening.
Yeah.
You have 45 people who will know now. So
No, it's pretty random, but sometimes I'll do favors for some people if they drive from really far away. But that doesn't mean fucking drive from West Virginia 7 hours away and then have to go up. It'll still be pretty random.
Well, time is important.
Yeah, time is very important, and everybody wants to get up. I also host sometimes on Tuesday at a place called Mate and Beer.
M8. Oh, so it's Mate.
Yeah,
I've been calling it M8 this whole time. Mate.
Yeah, it is M8.
It's spelled M8.
Yeah, but it's an Australian
that
brewery.
Makes sense.
It's close to the Ravens Stadium, so if you're ever down there for a game, or you could get there from Camden Yards easily. It's the same, but it's a different kind of audience. It's nice. It's mostly comics, but
that's Tuesdays or
that's Tuesdays.
Tuesdays. We're gonna check that out. So that's M8.
Yeah, I mean, can we tell them when we're recording?
Yeah.
This is Wednesday, but so I did it yesterday, and tomorrow night I'll be at the port, so do that, and then on Saturday I have a show down in Mount Vernon. Have you heard of Kava?
Yeah.
Kava is like this non-alcoholic kind of thing that you imbibe.
Oh, I thought you were talking about no. I thought you were talking about Kava, like the Chipotle.
Oh no,
Mediterranean.
No. It's a different. It's Kava.
It's what the sober people are getting high on now.
No, but it's like
tea.
It's a powdery thing. You take it.
It's like matcha or something.
It's kind of matcha. It's like darker than matcha. But if you have like 2 or 3, you feel more social and talkative. But So it's kind of like
a mini kratom.
Yeah, it's kind of like mini kratom. I've never done kratom, but it makes you feel more lively. And I'll be there on Saturday, and on Friday I'll be dooring at the port. So
solid.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
I always have fun. I just feel like mad autistic sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, am I being too silent?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, don't. I mean, we're both just gay and retarded too. That's the thing. It's like I get in some. Well, that's why I like when you come, because it doesn't feel like I have to do. But like, we're just hanging out. You know?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, we did this before, and I'm gonna be excited. When you're filling arenas, and I can say Mo came not because we had the numbers, so we're obviously going to do Joe Rogan numbers eventually, and you're going to do arenas, so it'll be nice to go, hey, I remember Mo before.
Yeah, it'll be very hard to see me in an arena because I'll be so far away.
The Jumbotron, brother. Yeah, man, but thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure. Looking forward to having you back. Yeah, go see Mo. Go support local comedy. If it's not him, make it someone else. Go check out a show. It's a fun time. What are you going to go to the bar and look at people? Go laugh.
Bits.
Bits, baby. If this doesn't work, I'll kill myself. Damn.